Power 2, that's unfortunate. I might be able to get by here with an Ice Whiz. I don't know. Nah. Can I defend? Mini P.E.K.K.A, one more hit. No. What's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale. As we like to do here on the channel, we have the #1 finisher from last season when the clock struck midnight or whatever time it was, and the glass slippers turned into, well, actually it's the carriage that turns into the pumpkin, right? Dude, man, my Cinderella knowledge is hurting for certain today, but I have Anaban on the channel covering his go-to deck, which is an oldie, but a goodie. I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. Before we get into those matches, I want to do this. I rarely do this, so cut me a little bit of slack, guys. I want to give a 5-second plug to my creator code CWA. I appreciate it if you guys would consider using it when you buy your Royale passes. So anyway, let's go ahead and jump into these matches, guys. Hey guys, but first I want to let you know that this video is sponsored by Boost. Now, Boost is a new website that I just discovered because, well, they're paying me. But that aside, seriously, when I took a look at the website, when I learned more about the service that they provide, I was like, wow, this is really useful, and this makes a lot of sense. It's actually a way for viewers of content creators such as yours truly to support their favorite content creator and also buy gift cards, in-game cards from a reliable source. They work directly with the developers. As you can see, they have all your Boost needs from Blizzard and Nintendo and many more. These are through direct partnerships with these brands and developers. It is legitimate. They even have great wallet top-ups, guys, and this is a secure service. One-off payments, no need to store your payment data here. And the cool thing is, as I mentioned at the top of this advertisement, is that creators through Boost will get a small portion of kickback from all of the support that their viewers, you guys, support them with. So go ahead and use my Boost code. Give me a little bit of kickback. I would appreciate it, guys. And at the same time, get your Boost, get your cards from a reliable and trusted source. Thank you so much, Boost, for sponsoring today's video. One of the most notorious players in the game, personally one of my favorite players in the game. I am unabashedly an Anaban fan, but he BMs a lot, he uses toxic decks, and he owns it. He doesn't care what anybody thinks of him. I want to throw the question to you guys. The game's been around for what, 5 years, 6 years? 8 years, it feels like, right? Do you guys still hate BMing, or do you not mind it? Is it part of the game to you, or do you see it as needlessly toxic and not part of the gaming experience that you want to enjoy, that you want to have? Me personally, I gotta admit, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I probably shouldn't be. I probably should just be like, I don't mind it, but sometimes it gets to me, you know? Sometimes it gets to me. So I'm a big fan of the mute button. What I actually do is, I will start a match and I'll give the good luck mute, and at the end, if I lose, I keep it on mute, and if I win, I take it off mute, and I'm a good sport, and I'm like, good game, well played, thumbs up. That's probably even worse than being a BMer, huh? Like a closet good guy, but then when I lose, I don't give the good game, well played. Sometimes, but most of the time, no. Anyway, guys, let's go into these matches. As you can see, and let's press play in 3, 2, 1. Why the hell am I giving the countdown when it's just me? Anyway, Anaban, snipe at the bottom of your screen. And this is the deck, man. You guys know it, right? This is going to prove, this match, every matchup is going to prove the power defensively of the Baby D and the Ice Wizard with the Tornado. Those two cards with Tornado are insanely powerful. None of those cards, Baby D and Ice Wiz, aren't putting out a tremendous amount of damage. But with that Tornado, they can stop just some insane pushes. I believe in this very replay, the replay that got him #1 in the world, I believe we're gonna see some really insane defensive combinations to that regard. So of course, going against Royal Giant, what's better than going against Royal Giant? Well, what's a good counter, excuse me? Well, Lumberjack is great, and P.E.K.K.A, but we have to be careful because he does have the Fisherman, as does pretty much every Royal Giant deck in the game, so we have to be very careful. Obviously, they can pull our P.E.K.K.A away from the Royal Giant, and I believe that does happen here in just a few seconds in this very first replay. So Baby D and Zap goes down, taking care of those barbarians from the Barbarian Hut. Barbarian Hut, so annoying, still everywhere in the game. They didn't nerf it, they didn't touch it, they don't care about the Barbarian Hut They don't care about the ire that we have in the community about this card. We NATO everything away, but he has that Fisherman in hand at the ready, and boom! Pulls that P.E.K.K.A away. P.E.K.K.A surrounded by 3 Barbarians, making 4 Barbarians and a Fisherman, while the Royal Giant, meanwhile, gets a few hits on that right tower. So not really what we wanted to have happen there, but able to mitigate the damage pretty well, all things considered. So here we go. It's going to be Ice Wiz against the Barbarian. Ice Wizard remains alive, but barely. We actually try to sneak in a Lumberjack there as well, trying to get more responses out of the opponent's hand before they're able to Barbarian Hut again. And all the while trying to cycle back to another P.E.K.K.A for defense there. So here comes the Baby D in the back. Barbarian Hut for the opponent. 52 seconds remaining on the clock. Not a ton of damage to their tower, but all it takes is 1 push. This is the ultimate 1 push win deck. So here we go. Ice E-Wiz from the opponent down there at the bridge. It's going to retarget that Baby D off of the, and look at this freeze. Look at this freeze. Freeze, Baby D, Ice Wiz, Tornado, and my God, he gets 1 hit, but barely. But freeze, defensive freeze against the Royal Giant with the Ice Wizard and the Baby D against the Barbarians, the Baby D, the Royal Giant, everything. But this right here is the moment that we've been waiting for the entire match. When Anaban feels like it's the right time to play a P.E.K.K.A in the back. A P.E.K.K.A in the back setting up for a monster push. So here it comes. Tornado pulls everything back again. This time, no Royal Giant hits. Lumberjack's going to go in front of the P.E.K.K.A. Keep that in mind. Lumberjack in front. That way, he will die first. That way, we'll have a raged up P.E.K.K.A, a raged up Baby D, a raged up Ice Wizard, and a raged up Balloon. So here we go. It's going to be a Mega Minion down for the opponent. We have Freeze ready. Finger on the proverbial trigger. Are we even gonna need the freeze? No, we don't even need it. There it goes, tower down, and it all started with that 1 push. Like I said, that we kind of built behind our King Tower, starting with that P.E.K.K.A, and then just adding 1 card after another. First the Splash, Baby D, Ice Wizard, into that stream of Barbarians. We defend against the Royal Giant. Boom, Lumberjack there at the bridge, and that's all she wrote. We put the balloon down, and boom, tower goes down. Graveyard Freeze. Anaban at the top of your screen, ladies and gentlemen. Going against Pegasus. He'll sometimes go in with naked balloons to start, and look at the look at Anaban's freaking clan name. I'm using Expo. Like, that's interesting. So they give us the balloon hit, obviously, for the King Tower activation. Any good player will make that trade, and Anaban immediately tries to pressure with a Lumberjack. So we go in with the zap as well, making sure we kill that Ice Wizard. So not afraid to commit there with Lumberjacks, balloons at the bridge. This is a heavy deck, ladies and gentlemen. It's also a deck that you're going to want to be aggressive with pretty often, right? I mean, you can get in weird rotations and weird cycles, so especially being aggressive with the zap of all things is something that I've noticed through watching a lot of Anaban, right? Is a move that he makes quite a lot in this deck, especially when, like that situation, we're going to be killing the defensive troop. That way we won't have to deal with it on the counter push. So here, both players are leaking. Let's go ahead and go in 4 times speed until we get to double elixir time. It's the beautiful thing about replays. Don't have to waste anybody's time here on the channel. All right, so once we get to a minute, we will unpause, and here we go. P.E.K.K.A in the back. That's the move. Just got to be careful of the Graveyard Freeze from the opponent. Good news is we have plenty of responses to the Graveyard. Now, we have no zap in hand here. So what are we going to do about this Inferno Dragon? We leak a little bit of elixir. We go with the Ice Wizard in back. Here comes the Graveyard. We do now have zap, but we get a really nice freeze there against the E-Wiz and against the Inferno Dragon. However, we're not really able to make anything out of that push. We have to play some defense. We end up going with a Lumberjack there. Lumberjack cleans up all of those Larrys from the Graveyard. However, we do take a lot of damage. 1801. They go with the Bowler in the back. That's going to be an invitation for Anaban to go in with the P.E.K.K.A. So they went Bowler on the weak side lane. Interesting choice from the opponent. Also, Pegasus could go with a defensive Graveyard, but they choose to just go ahead and pressure opposite lane, using their Inferno Dragon as the tank. And they go ahead and launch that freeze as well. We have Zap in hand. Nice patience and delay there on that Zap 2 by Anaban. 1367 remaining on our weak side tower. Here it comes. Freeze is down. I don't know know about that freeze. I guess the freeze worked out because, again, we were able to kill that Valkyrie thanks to the freeze, and it looks like we might now. How was that Baby D in range of the tower there? It didn't feel like it was. We go Ice Whiz in the opposite lane. Now we're shifting our strategy to the right tower here, at least momentarily. We can always hit with a Lumberjack and Balloon opposite lane, but no, we decide to put the pressure on here. So we have plenty of options at our disposal. We have a tornado. We use the tornado. We exchange tornadoes with the opponent. They have freeze too. They go ahead and use their freeze, but check out our balloon. We go in with that freeze. We just barely missed the Ice Wizard, but they don't have an option. They have nothing they can do here. They do go with the Inferno Dragon at the last second, though. We do score death damage, and it puts us back into the damage lead with 3, 2, 1 seconds remaining before we cross over to triple elixir time. Here comes the Baby D. Here comes the Ice Wizard. They go boom, Valkyrie at the bridge. We go not so fast. P.E.K.K.A there to intercept that Valkyrie, and again, Lumberjack putting in work on defense. Obviously, guys, the Lumberjack is going to be Anaban's secret weapon, or just his go-to weapon. Let's not call it a secret there, Ash. Easy, bro. Against the Graveyard on defense. Yeah, secret weapon 5 minutes into the match. Not really. All right, so we do score balloon death damage, it looks like here. Boom, comes down 695. Here comes the boulder in the left-hand lane. We don't care about that. We're trying to play some defense. We spaced out appropriately. We have Zap in hand. We go ahead and use that Zap. Nice spacing between the Baby D and the Ice Wizard. And here it comes, a raged up balloon thanks to that Lumberjack. Can we get death damage? Not this time. Another Lumberjack right there at the bridge, trying to prevent the Graveyard from having a tank. 8 seconds remaining on the clock. How the heck do we defend here? Zap delayed, and it works. Tornado defensively goes off. Unbelievable. We walk away with the win on the tiebreaker. How did he defend on that last sequence? What the heck? Dude, great. I couldn't even tell whose freeze it was half the time, whose tornado it was half the time. I just called it like I saw it, which was probably wrong. All right, so Deco's playing a very interesting version of Royal Giant. Check this one out, guys. Got the Giant Skelly, got the Inferno D, got the Goblin Barrel, got the, we've seen this deck before. Here comes the balloon right into this crap, and not really what Anaban wants to be seeing, right? Not only a successful defense against the balloon, but now we've got a Inferno Dragon and a Giant Skeleton coming our way. Good news is we have Lumberjack there. Lumberjack's gonna go ahead and pull that Giant Skeleton back while taking care of the Royal Giant. Thankfully, the Baby D does stay alive, able to finish off that Inferno Dragon, and hey, that could have been worse, right? Here comes the Goblin Barrel. It's gonna score a lot of damage against Anaban's tower. However, we are able to get the King Tower activation, but check this out. Uh-oh, it's gonna be a Skarmy attack at the bridge. I first saw this deck played by Little Chen. Congratulations to Nova Esports, CRL East champions. Little Chen still on the team. Elsiop and AU, formerly Aurora. He's had like 15 names, but AU is personally my favorite player in CRL East, formerly CRL China. Really happy to see him back with Nova Esports. So big shout out to the Nova crew. I'm sure none of them watches my videos, but big shout out in case you do. Anyway, here we go. Both players leaking elixir. Just like last match, we have a stalemate halfway through the match. Obviously, Anaban wants to get to double elixir time, and so does his opponent Deco here, especially playing a deck like this. So here we go. We go with the P.E.K.K.A on our weak side tower, mirroring that Giant Skeleton play from Deco. Whatever. Deco, tomato. All right, so here we go. As soon as the Inferno Dragon is down, we immediately pressure opposite lane. We do have that freeze in hand, but we're not going to need it, man. That tower is going to be gone. Can we defend here? Well, nice freeze. Going to allow that P.E.K.K.A to chop down the Royal Giant. Meanwhile, the tower falls. 28 seconds remaining here. Can we stop this massive push? Probably not. Certainly not with the Goblin Barrel coming in. Zap does come down. Wait a second. Tornado, how do we stop that? I swear I watched these replays before I shared them with you. I forgot that we stopped that push. I was very impressed. It was a Giant Skeleton, a Royal Giant, and look at all this BM coming down, man. Anaban letting them have it. Poor Deco, poor Deco. I'm sorry, don't blame your friendly neighborhood YouTuber. Blame the pro. We're gonna watch this one, excuse me, in 4 times speed. because I must play this deck. I have to play this deck before we end this video. I'm gonna make you guys suffer. I've been trying to play a little bit more here on the channel, you know. Share all my great losses with you guys, you know. So PEKKA comes down. Again, the PEKKA is good against Royal Giant, but you just gotta be careful. But look at this Lumberjack freeze. Lumberjack freeze scores so much damage. Anaban not willing to hesitate with that freeze at all, right? He's just gonna go for it. By the way, guys, I have Morton coming on the channel. I have some just really good sweep coming on the channel. Oh, look at that. Balloon freeze in the left, and that was 2 hits, 627. It's going to be a big star-studded lineup this week on CWA. Subscribe. We've been at 855,000 subscribers for about a year and a half here on the channel. All right, Tower Falls. Here I go, guys. I am going to play the deck. And oh my god, dude, like 6 months ago, I saw this Reddit post. Really cool post, honestly. But it was a Reddit post all about how poorly my channel is doing.
No, I'm not depressed.
Some dude like really took the time to really delve into the analytics, and I was like, thank you, bro, I appreciate that. He was kind of correlating it with the state of Clash Royale or whatever, but I was like, it really makes me feel good about myself to check out my the decline of my channel. That's really cool. Check out the video I did with Simple yesterday, guys. That was, oops, weird how you can just remove a card from the deck, huh? That was a really fun video. Really awesome to have Simple back on the channel. Hey, what's up with this card copy glitch? You guys see this? All right, this is the right deck. Sometimes it takes one of the wrong cards and puts it in your deck. Anybody ever have that, or is it just me? Credit code CWA if you buy the Royal Pass. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Good luck. All right, so Freeze, Balloon, Lumberjack, and Ice Wizard. So I'm just gonna slow play this, play it cool. Now, if he goes like Golem here or something like that, I'm just gonna chill. Might like lightning. Okay, I'm actually gonna just balloon here, because I want to have enough elixir to play PEKKA if I need it. And looks like I don't need it. Okay, I'm gonna Lumberjack that. So he's gonna take my tower too. That's unfortunate. I might be able to get by here with an Ice Wiz. I don't know. Nah. Can I defend? Mini PEKKA, one more hit. No. Oh, Mini PEKKA. Damn it. I guess I should not have invested in defending there, huh? Jeez. I thought for a second, I was like, yeah, that was a good play, guys. No big deal. I knew exactly what I was doing there. But that was not the case. I should not have defended that much. Now I'm facing a pretty bad elixir deficit here. So he might Mega Knight. What is he going to do? All right, he's just going to slow play it. I like that, actually. Yeah, we're just going to Lumberjack over here. I don't know what he's doing. I'm glad he's not doing anything super aggressive. We're going to do the Anaban move, and we're going to peck it in the back. He might, like, try something crazy here. I'm going to eat this. I'm going to zap just to be sure. I'm not sure if I needed that zap, to be honest. So he has Mega Knight. I don't really... He's probably going to Mega Knight me and the Mini PEKKA. No, he doesn't have enough for Mega Knight, so let's go in. I can just freeze here and maybe win? Nah, I'm not going to freeze. I'm not going to freeze. You can just play it cool here. He's going to Fireball. That's fine. I feel like I need to Lumberjack here. I'm kind of panicking. Okay. Alright. He might balloon. Okay. He might Mega Knight. This time I'm gonna freeze. I think I'm going to. 1, 2. I'm gonna wait till the E-Wiz comes down. Okay. I don't connect to the tower, but it's okay. I don't kill the E-Wiz either? That sucked. I'm gonna pull a zap right there, kill that. This should be easy to defend. I'm not even gonna use the Alright, here we go again. So I didn't play it in the back. This time I'm going to go Lumberjack in front. And we're going to balloon. And we're going to freeze all this stuff. I need the P.E.K.K.A to stay alive here. Is the #1 priority, I think. Because there's no way I was going to stop all that crap. Doesn't really have enough here to balloon or anything like that. It's a lot of damage. I mean, a lot of damage potential, so I have to go in here. Lumberjack. He could E-Wiz me here. I'm gonna go for it. Freeze, E-Wiz now. Boom! Got it. Got it. Sweet. Boom! He gives me the wow. I'll take it. Alright, so that's gonna end the video, guys. Obviously, I'm basically Anaban. I mean, pretty much, right? We'll give him, hey, we won, right? So we'll give him the good game. Well played. Good luck. It was a cheerio, mate. It was a great game. All right, guys. Huge shout out to Anaban. Check out his player stats and profile. Check out his YouTube channel, his Twitch channel. Everything will be linked in the show notes below, along with his player stats and profile. Thanks to StatsRoyale.com. I already said that, but I'll say it again. And of course, a huge shout out to Bren Chong, my YouTube partner. Check out his information in the description below. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, guys.